At 6, caught speeding by a school zone camera. Well, right now it'll cost you $75, but soon it could charge you only $10. Parents and school districts have applauded the cameras and steeper fines as a tool used to convince drivers that they need to slow down in these important areas and keep children and staff members safe.
So what's behind this new push to dramatically slash fines? 11 Alive's Doug Richards explains.
Gwinnett County boasts that it has speed cameras at a half dozen schools because of a state law passed a few years ago that is still controversial in some quarters. Gwinnett County boasts that in 1 year, speed cameras outside 3 public schools produced more than 25,000 citations. Those caught pay fines, and they pay fees to the private companies that install and monitor the cameras. And outside Wynn Holt Elementary School, resident David Thompson says they seem to work.
It's slower than it was, yeah.
But State Representative Jason Ridley says those caught are paying too much.
They're there for safety, and you can still use them for that, but we're just not going to let you take and tax our citizens or feed our citizens to death over something like that, even after they pay the fine.
When caught on camera illegally passing a school bus can bring a civil penalty of $250, including fees. Ridley's bill would change that to $10 with no fees. Illegally speeding through a school zone can bring a civil penalty including fees of $75 now. Ridley's bill would drop that to $10 with a $2 fee for the first offense.
You still get the fine, but you don't get the fees.
Speed cameras caught on in Georgia after a school crossing guard in Austell, Edna Uma, was struck and killed by what witnesses described as a reckless driver in a school zone. Since then, speed cameras in Gwinnett and Clayton counties have reported catching motorists driving up to 92 miles an hour in school zones. Bob Dallas says the cameras are working and the penalties should not be decreased.
We know in Georgia we've had kids killed, crossing guards killed, and seriously injured in school zones. And by putting these programs in place, people slow down.
Gwinnett County is not only sold on its school speed cameras, but it recently doubled the number of them in use. In Lawrenceville, Doug Richards, 11 Alive News.
By the way, Gwinnett County is the schools there a big user of those cameras on the side of the buses. In 2021, it reported more than 9,000 drivers passing school buses that were stopped with red flashing lights. And so that's only a fraction of the buses having those cameras. And like Doug just pointed out, that's a $250 fine. If you're caught again, it goes up to $750 and adds points to your driver's license.